You all, our esteemed speaker for today's session on vulnerability assessment and penetration testing, Dr. Anup Dhotar. He is the CEO and founder of Sedulity Solutions and Technologies and also serves as the editor-in-chief of both the Cyber Times newspaper and the Cyber Times International Journal of Technology and Management. He has served as a technical board advisory member for cyber security courses at institutions like IGNOU and TNA Pune, and has delivered specialized training in organizations such as CBI, CDI, CID, ATS, and the Indian Army. Please join me in giving him a warm welcome to Dr. Anup Dhotar sir as he shares his invaluable websites with us today. Please give a round of applause.
Yes. थोड़ा ये है भरा डार्क आ जा रहा है और फ्लैश करना है हाँ सी पड़ेगा फ्लैश
Okay, so very good morning to all.
yes
First of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Karan, Dr. Lobiyal and the entire team of JNU for inviting me. And I think we have a continuous interaction from last, I think it's more than a decade, even more than that in fact, right. So thank you for always inviting me. I think I remember I came with the Knitter Chandigarh. I think at that time you conducted trainings.
2016.
16? Yeah.
I attended that workshop.
Okay, you also attend that one?
We are
Wonderful.
about 10 years.
10 years, hai na? So I actually joined that organization, I think somewhere in 2006 or 8, somewhere 7, 8. So long back. Okay, first I'm quite sorry because my throat is not good today, and I was little hesitating to come, but I think let me, so finally we decided, okay, I'll come and I'll deliver the session, no problem. Okay, thank you. I'll take water bottle, that's okay. Perfect. Okay, so the topic is very important, and I really appreciate to all the faculties and to let us interact with all the faculties, because I know you all are the pillars of our society, where students are, especially in terms of cyber security, are more advanced than faculties. Though why I am saying so, because I used to roam from Jammu till Pondicherry, Chennai, and various other universities and various other organizations. I connected to various law enforcement. Today 5+ in academic also 5+ PhDs awarded under my supervision, and I think every year 20-25 MTech. I'm a guide and mentor for various projects. So apart from that, connected to various ministries, Ministry of IT, especially certain, and various other law enforcement agencies. So I'm actually a practitioner in terms of cyber security from almost, if I'm not wrong, I started my career around 30 years before somewhere. So I'm the person who started, and I have seen that 8-inch floppies, then 1x4-inch floppies, then 3.5-inch floppies, and then accordingly, slow and gradually, I assembled a lot of computers. I was a person where bus topology was there. I was a person I have seen then shifting from that topologies to today's era, where today we are talking about blockchains, we are talking about virtual reality, or we are talking about like big data. Actually now data is really big data. So that's another big challenge, that how even you manage big data. So luckily one of PhD about to award, so final dissertation is still left of one of my research scholar. We propose a new model also, where we are talking about, let me convert your regular pen drive into petabytes. So you give me 2 GB pen drive, I am going to convert to 2 petabyte. So can we convert like this? Is it possible? So we are working on that level. Luckily I was India's first person. I filed a patent in 2011. I developed the Indian operating system. So in 2011, Sedulity operating system, that is with the name of my organization. So a couple of patents where I was indulged into. So I think I can help you in some research work, new challenges. The challenges which are, again, today we people are working with cyber security and AI. As you know, everybody is looking forward for AI. But again, the challenge comes for AI as well, because what is AI? If you really correlate with that and with cyber security, you can understand the massive drawbacks which are there. The loopholes are there. Earlier, the limitations were, processing and computing. Today, in fact, we started working with one of the algorithm. I don't know you heard that or not. QEA. Anybody heard about this algorithm? QEA, that is quantum encryption algorithm. So based on quantum computing, now encryption algorithms are there. So we are working with a concept called QEA. You just explore once. Why I am saying so? Because recently few of the academic institutions filed the proposed the project to Ministry of Telecom, where they people are looking for, they are giving you a complete quantum setup. So they are working on it, and now they are looking for security breach and security implementation of their existing records and existing data set of telcos, especially I am talking about Ministry of Telecom. So that data set they want to secure by using quantum computing. So think about qubits, right, and where the data has completely changed across. So that's what I'm saying, like I have seen almost all 3 decades, so I can give you some more what was there earlier, and that was also the time where we used to work across. Today is the different way of presentation, even the technology is same. I remember that was a time where we used to call, why you people are working on distributed architecture, why not a centralized architecture? It becomes easy to access the data from centralized. And today we are talking about, no, go back to distributed architecture. So I was a person, I worked with a novel NetWare server. I don't know anybody heard that one or not. Novel NetWare servers were there, and that creates a dump terminals for Windows. Dump terminals means without hard disk you can boot your computer from LAN, from network. So you need a boot ROM on the LAN chip, and from LAN chip only your computer started. So no memory required on your dump terminals. But that was only on the LAN system, and for that we use novel NetWare servers. Nobody heard about, I think, vanished long back, right? So 1990s, I think we used to deploy in government organizations. I remember that time. So today we required now data is, so now today please try and understand everything is data. Everything is data. Again we are coming back to the another game, because today the scenario has been changed because of AI. Cyber security concepts are changing again because of AI. Lots of standards, many applications, many still, almost if I am not wrong, 30 to 40% government and even judiciary, their judgments, their tools, their applications which they people are still using for the purpose of security has already been breached. Breach means it's not an incident. That technology need to be deprecated. That technology need to be deprecated. That's a concern. It's not only breach. It's not only hack. So what we have to come across, what is a next gen cybersecurity model? So we'll go and talk about it. We'll talk about various different aspects. Today my topic is vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. Right, I have various areas where I'm working. I connected with some couple of projects with some, even I serve to DRDO. Serve means not on job, not at all. I'm a CEO with the security groups. So I'm running an IT company. But I connected with various organizations in various different terms as a consultant. So you can consider please me as a consultant. Right. So in recent problems and latest issues which comes across, I was with various conferences. I'm talking about top MHA level conferences going on, and we had a lot of issues about data and things, restrictions about the various types of gadgets. So we are trying to generate the new model of the security even in your mobiles. I was just discussing with your senior professors. So what is the new model of security, and accordingly then vulnerability assessments and penetration testing part is the different part altogether. But what is the purpose of vulnerability assessment? Any idea? Why we want vulnerability assessment?
So that we can patch it up.
We can patch it up, wonderful.
More secure, you can put it more secure.
Right, so it means you want more security. We used to, basically this is a concept of risk management model. Please try and understand. It's not only to make it more secure, then why not 100% secure? Did anybody thought about like, are you 100% secure?
No.
You are in the digital world. I generally start actually my sessions with very silly question, but with the closed room, I think it's very better. It's quite easy to interact to all of you. I generally start with silly questions like, how many of you use Google? Even I'll ask to all of you, right? Everybody used to access Google. Please take my word, stop using it because you're not aware what you people are doing. They are greedy about your data. They access any damn thing from your systems like anything. Means I can show you, shall I show you yesterday night which video you watched?
Yes, sir.
Shall I show you even the last month? Shall I show you last 3 years records? Even your geolocations? Even your passwords? Even, do you know, Google provides you the way how to hack Google. Did you ever thought? Okay, so I'll give you some backdoors of Google by which you can create your own API, and can you imagine that's a special kind of concept. Today we talk about like authentication, authorization, right? Authentication, how many of you first of all really implemented two-factor authentication in your Gmail? Everybody? Please, great. If not, do it. How many of you really implement then two-factor authentication in your WhatsApp? I think now very few people. If really you did well, great, please do it. And what about your social media? Other social media account like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, blah, 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 many other, Insta. Please do it because still on a daily basis I used to get almost 8 to 10 requests, sir, mera Insta hack ho gaya, please can you help me out to recover and all that. Arey two-factor lagaya hota to nahi hota na. But do you know, can we breach two-factor authentication? So now another level of challenge comes across that people are trying to really work on the grounds where we can breach two-factor authentication. Now, how two-factor authentication works? Really, where is the sessions? You know sessions, I'm using word sessions. You know, whenever you are on online and it actually generates a session. But today's session is along with TLS. Have you heard about TLS? Yes. Right? I'll just for a layman discussion. What is the full form of HTTPS? Please never say only secure. See, this is an incorrect statement. You are saying HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. This is a technical statement. Perfect. But for S, you are just talking in English. It's secure. What's secure? What is secure? Very general. No, don't talk about general. This is a gap. Right? HTTPS stands for, the right definition for HTTPS is Hypertext Transfer Protocol with secure socket layer. So don't say only secure. It's a secure socket layer. So SSL layer is important. So if you talk technically, right? So now even that SSL, which version of SSL are you working on? Have you heard about? Did you ever thought about that level? What is your SSL version? Presently, that digital certificates are working with the 3.0 version. That 3.0 version is basically connected with the another layer that is called TLS, Transport Layer Security. It means what? It means, HTTP, if I talk from the OSI model, in your networks, your HTTP works for application layer. Today also people used to call it as on application layer. But the day you implement HTTPS, so your HTTP data being tunneled via SSL, and once the data tunneled by SSL, then actually it is not on application layer. Then it is included with the session layer. But now that session layer is hackable. Session hijacking is possible. Session hijacking, how it is possible? How people used to hack those? You have a cookies in your browser, will go to your cookies location, will grab those cookies, or even if it is, the data is on the network, via network we can grab by using a network packet sniffing model called Wireshark or TCP dump. sort of lots of applications are there. So we'll go and pick that data from that particular point of view. The moment I pick that data, can I inject that data in my browser? So if I take your cookie as you are accessing, and today my system is also on internet, you are on internet. If I just start Wireshark on my system, can I able to grab your HTTPS packets? So HTTP is quite, today also it's hackable. You want presentation, I can show you anytime. We can hack your username, passwords. It's quite easy from the network point of view. So just to secure, that's why SSL tunnel is there. In that tunnel, your data is in. So you are basically what you are doing, you are trying to make a security implementation on the session layer. Right, on the session layer. So SSL creates a tunnel on your sessions. It means what? Now it means your data is not in the plain text. Right, it is encrypted, it is in tunnel. Even I can hack that tunnel part, entire data packets. Even if I do so, we can go with the session hijacking. It is also, that was possible with HTTPS version 1.1, 1.0, 1.1 till 1.2 it happened. So that was also hackable. But afterwards, today we are on, so please check which HTTPS version is there with you. It's important, right? Although if you purchase SSL certificates online, then it is always 3.0. But we can also generate self-signed certificates. So that self-signed certificates, wherever you have the applications where you found self-signed SSL certificates are vulnerable. Right? So we need to figure out what type of applications going on, especially on intranets, especially on internal projects, network-based projects, that is quite hackable. So to secure, we have TLS. Now TLS involved overlap to SSL. So that's why today HTTPS is Hypertext Transfer Protocol with secure socket layer with TLS. So today we people are working with TLS, that is transport layer security. So transport layer means the packet, the session would only decrypted on that particular using transport layer, using that particular device. So that becomes more device oriented. And this option being grabbed by Google and all your service providers. So today you need not to log in again and again. Even in your Gmail, I just open it and I'm already logged in. I didn't pass my passwords many times and all. And it's quite difficult to manage all the passwords as well. So another concept came across. How many of you ever heard about Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticators?
Yes.
Did you work out on it? What they'll do, they'll generate the keys. So today, what is hackable? Your keys. If I'll get your keys, entire security model can be easily breached out. See, hacking always goes into 3 different forms. Mota nutshell. Everywhere, whenever you are in hacking. Right, it only happens into 3 major areas. First, system level hacking. So that means I need access of your device. Once I'll access your device, either I'll capture the data or I'll deploy some malware over there. Either way, I need one-time access on your device. We can do any damn thing. Right, second, network level hacking. So network hacking was only possible once the data is not with SSL and TLS. So UDP packets, other protocol packets is quite easy to compromise, but TLS packets where the packet on the network you will find it is in TCP or UDP level of packets. So did you ever thought like can we hack HTTPS? Anybody is really on cybersecurity here? You are working on it or not? I'll tell you what, the best practice, you cannot be able to grab HTTPS packets today. Even you are using Wireshark or any TCP dump or so. So network level is secure enough after implementation of TLS. So I'll start again a packet capturing model. You'll never get any password, you'll never get any information out of it. It's all encrypted, all secure. So now new concept came across to hack your data, your TLS. Now how TLS works? So in that case you need to learn that, right? How TLS works, how it encrypts or decrypts. So obviously where is my data? Data is either on the source side or on the destination side, where we can access the data, right? This is the way how it works. So can we spoof your intermediaries? Can we hijack your intermediaries? Can we make a fake DNS servers? So DNS poisoning, DNS spoofing kind of networks, and that concept started. See, vulnerabilities, where are the vulnerabilities? We need to audit, we need to figure out the data which either in the rest mode or in the motion. If the data is in the rest mode, where it is located, what are the positions? Can you check today if I'll start my packet from one machine and it delivers to the last machine, how many routers are there in between? Can you able to extract that information? Simple commands हैं, आप check कर सकते हो, trace cert, trace route in Linux, और है ना hops देख सकते हो. How many maximum hops? 30, not more than that. Otherwise packet lost. So easily you can capture that. You can identify the hops. But hops can also be hijacked or spoofed. Did you ever thought that? मतलब ये सोचो, मैंने लिखा google.co.in और खुल क्या रहा है gnu.ac.in. अभी तो देखा आपने? This is not spoofing. This is security in your network. But same thing can be possible by doing any hacker. Means finally I started google.co.in because I am not authenticated to access this network. Your system security redirect my Google request to your proxy server, your middle end, right? Where there is an authenticator, they'll check my authentication. If it is authenticated, then only I'll able to get connected with the internet. This is what going on. So, do you know, even Cisco का एक product है, OpenDNS. हालांकि that is used for WAF, Web Access Firewalls. But can't I create DNS server? If on your network, and in case if your middle and your proxies, if we try to poison one setting that anytime if you go and access google.com, it redirects to, instead of Google, it redirects that request to some other domain, phishing started, network breached. So quite possible. It means we even have to try to analyze where are the DNS and the route of the packets starting till destination along with your geolocations. Even, you know, quite easy to extract your geolocations. If I'll request you, please, can you send me this pic? Can you send me this one PDF or any other file? The moment you send any file on, even on WhatsApp, quite easy to even extract your geolocations. Because there are the artifacts. Even in the forensics, we used to recover that data. We use one tool called EXIF to identify from which location you took a pic from your phones. So we'll get that geolocation. You are just taking selfie and all that, but we can able to extract your geolocation that this pic being captured on this particular location. And various other parameters, and so everything is parameter. A lot of data is there. My concern is everywhere there are a lot of artifacts. You know artifacts? Or in a very layman terms, you know metadata. You know metadata? The data about data, right? That metadata is very, very important for all the tech giants today, because it gives us for the information by which we can go for behavior analysis, sentiment analysis, your various other prediction analysis and various other activities being captured. Matlab, you keep 1 kg gold in the, on a table, educated person would not able to touch it. Even they'll never use, अरे ये पता नहीं क्या यार ये फंसाएंगे कोई ना कोई. Probably that's a trap. You never touch it and you immediately report something wrong is there. Please come and check. But if I'll give you the access of some server, or I'll give you the backend, you know, tech giants are very happy to get into that. Reason, today it's a data era. We are in the data era. Everybody is hacking your data. They want your data because on the base of that data they can earn I think more than 1,000 kg of gold cost can be easily retrieved by using your data. So today every tech giant is going to steal your data. They are working on that model. And now the new era comes, and now we have to think about where are the vulnerabilities. What do you mean by vulnerabilities? So this is the basic ground of learning why we are getting into vulnerability assessment. On which scenario, on which ground? So system level hacking, network level hacking, third level of hacking is remote level hacking. Remote means randomly. We all are not connected in one network, but still I can able to approach you. These are remotely, obviously via remote channels. So what are the best practices to connect with all of you and access your data? That is remote level, right? And it's all intangible world, right? We all are in an intangible world. So think about how we can grab what is the purpose. Now, the biggest problem in the IT companies, even I luckily connected with some auditors, lead auditors who are registered with certain. But what I found, they are just making money. They are least bothered about technology and issues and all. I luckily connected with those people. मतलब वो साइन करने का 3.5-4 लाख रुपए लेते हैं, कहते हैं ऑडिट तुम कर लो यार. What is this? You send us the report, we'll sign it. You give us payment because we are registered, we are authorized. No, this is bad. Don't get into that mess. Concern is, can't we do VAPT? But to get into VAPT, we have how to initiate. What is the purpose? Okay, quickly I'll ask you. In your mobile, how many apps do you have? Tentatively. Do you know this?
15 to 20.
50. Do you have a new phone, or for how long you are using the same phone? Let's say 2 years, 3 years?
2 years.
2 years. मतलब आपका Android 11 या 12 कुछ version होगा, है ना? Android 11 है. I'm actually thinking from if it's Android, है ना? Check कर लो. Android 11, 13, 14 नया है.
Yes.
So please take my words. If you are using Android 10 or 11, then if you said 50 apps, 13 है, Android 13 है, तो 13 है, तो please take my words, then you have 400 plus 50, that means 450 apps are running right now in your mobile. $450 apps are there. But is it really worth to place all these apps? Okay, next. How many ports are there? If you have the networks, you are on networks, you have network interface. Anybody know? There is a concept called ports.
Yes.
How many ports? Any idea? Yes, please.
65,000.
Very good. Let me take a small scenario, right, quickly. We're in one hall. How many gates are there in this hall for entry and exit? One, right? In case of emergency, suppose if it is not working, then do we have any alternate? We have windows. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 5 windows, tentatively. So 6 entry exit points are there for this room. Am I right? Do you know, in your every digital gadget, wherever you have internet facility. Now think about IoTs. Abhi to in organization they all are equipped with IoTs. All of their devices are on internet. So even in one premises they have more than a lakh sensors connected with their servers, and all are generating the data for every particular instance, in and out. Think about that level of organizations, and it's quite common. It's not something out of the blue moon I'm talking about. It's quite common. So if you have thousands or even lakhs of sensors who are generating the data and transferring that data on internet, any device wherever you have internet, अब इसको correlate करते हैं इसी room वाले concept से. अगर if I'll give you the option that now you are the security in charge, you have to secure one premises, but in this premises we have 65,536 doors. You are alone. Go and secure it. कैसे करोगे? One big premises where you have 65,536 doors are there. Go and secure it. Think like that. करो, अकेले हो आप, you are alone. Nobody will gonna help you. Go and secure this premises. What is the best practice? Take it hypothetically. What is the best practice? What you will do for security? Please, please.
कि कुछ नहीं करे, सो जाए.
अरे वाह, बेस्ट है यार. एक्चुअली सब यही कर रहे हैं. अरे छोड़ यार, सो जाते हैं. जो होगा देखी जाएगी, है ना? बट अब सीरियसली सिक्योरिटी करनी है, तो क्या करोगे?
एक को सिक्योर करके बाकी सब में सेम प्रोसेस.
बेस्ट. एक काम करते हैं, एक डोर खुला छोड़ते हैं, बाकी सब बंद कर देते हैं. क्योंकि एक डोर पे पर्सनली मैं मैनेज कर सकता हूं इन एंड आउट. आई कैन डू दिस. एम आई राइट और नॉट? अदरवाइज लेट्स से ऑल क्लोज्ड. दिस इज द बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस. कर सकते हैं ना ये तो इंडिविजुअली. एक्सक्यूज मी. ऐसा कभी सोचा है आपके पास डिजिटल वॉच होगी, स्मार्ट वॉच, मोबाइल तो है ही है, लैपटॉप्स, कंप्यूटर्स, आईपी कैमरास, आईओटीज एंड all the devices wherever you have the networking facility. That interface used to capture, receive or transmit the data by ports, and there are 65,536 ports are there, starting from 0 obviously. Computers mein har cheez 0 is also valuable till 65,535. So total 65,536 ports are there. Ports, hum technically ports bolte hain, from where you can receive the data or transmit the data. Did you ever thought यही फोन पड़ा है, इसमें 65,536 दरवाजे मैडम खुले हैं, डेटा आ रहा है जा रहा है, और एग्जैक्टली हम यही कर रहे हैं. छोड़े यार, खुला रहने देते हैं. 24/7 किस किस का इंटरनेट ऑन होता है मोबाइल में? everybody. And that's what your answer comes across. सो जाते हैं. And let's keep the internet on and let's sleep, because we never thought about हो क्या रहा है. And that's a time where all these tech giants are going to hack your data on a day-to-day basis. ठीक रात को 2 बजे आपको पता है WhatsApp यूज नहीं कर सकते. Sharp 2 AM 200 hours, क्योंकि WhatsApp उस टाइम पे आपका बैकअप ले रहा होता है. अरे कभी टेक्निकली सोचो यार, दिमाग से हम क्यों नहीं सोचते? आई डोंट नो. सारा कुछ तो WhatsApp से आता है, WhatsApp सर्वर से तो आ रहा है. इट्स अ डिवाइस. अभी मेरे को डिवाइस स्विच करना है, आई जस्ट यूज अ सिम, आई प्लेस अ सिम ऑन अदर डिवाइस, आई ओपन अ WhatsApp, इट इमीडिएटली स्विच फ्रॉम दैट ओल्डर टू न्यू वन, इवन आई विल गेट द डेटा. तो ये बताओ रोज रात को 2 बजे मेरे फोन से क्या लेके जा रहा है? What backup they are taking from my phone, where already they have the data on the server? Why daily? And what type of data? What type of content? So their job is to collect the resources. Every single activity performed by you, even if I am criticizing right now Google or WhatsApp or any other app today, others and your phones and everybody used to identify Anup पहुंच गया वहां पे. They know very well. अभी ट्रू कॉलर ने मुझे ब्लॉक किया हुआ है, क्योंकि मैंने ट्रू कॉलर को बहुत ज्यादा क्रिटिसाइज किया हुआ है. Most of the seminars and all, I gave the complete real examples, because I'll not go and get into that, but quickly I'll give you the purpose of Truecaller which you are using is different, but the activity which they perform on the back end is completely different. आपने कॉल्स को स्पैम कॉल्स आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए रखा है, बट Truecaller एक्सेस योर कैमरा. अरे एक बात बताओ, परमिशंस कुछ होती है नहीं होती है? Think about permissions. So again, 3 pillars of cyber security. CIA, confidentiality, integrity and availability of data. आज तक हम उसी से लड़ रहे हैं. It's been more than 30 years I have seen. Confidentiality नहीं आई आज तक. कहां है कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी? रिसोर्सेज आप जो भी लगा रहे हैं, हैश वैल्यूज, MD5, SHA, you know MD5 already breached, do you know this? So hash ही नहीं रह गया, already breached. Even RSA, जिस पे आपको सबसे ज्यादा भरोसा है, RSA breached. Because today we are talking about high computing power. We have GPUs. Today we stop using even CPUs. CPUs तो सिर्फ वो चलाने के लिए छोड़ दो, और उसके बाद जहां प्रोसेसिंग शुरू करोगे you need a GPUs, or even people are now thinking about let's outsource, क्यों नहीं quantum servers उठा लें cloud से. So the demand, next gen problem is quantum computing connected with your security issues. ऐसे में सब कुछ करना है, ये चेक करना है, can we audit our device? Could be a mobile or could be a Windows or whatever, right? So why not we'll audit? एक simple, आप सबके पास Windows OS है? You are comfortable on Windows? How many apps are there in Windows? If I'll check like this, okay? Okay, tell me what you can extract from Windows. If I'll give you one device like this is my device, do a VAPT and think about huge infrastructure, like say you have 10,000 computers in one premises, or even more than that, or whatever, or even they have many centers. And let's say you are comfortable on Windows. So did you ever thought about vulnerability assessments on Windows? But before going to that, the best practice, और ये सब बड़े से बड़ी organizations यही mistake करते हैं, जैसे ही security alert आता है, they have the budget, they start working on VAPT. VAPT can never be the first choice. The first choice must be, please note down, the first choice must be asset management. What is it? It's a asset management. Asset management will help you for security, performance and optimization. ये सारी चीजें काम करेंगी. अब assets क्या हैं? Tangible, intangible assets. Let's say in your Windows, in your laptop, in your any computer. Can anyone give me the details? जो बात कर रहा हूं मैं practical दिखाऊंगा. I am more practical oriented person. मैं PPTs कम use करता हूं यार, sorry. But I think let me talk. Let's have a real conversation, real interaction. Otherwise I have same PPT, I'll show you that, don't worry. I'll share also for your reference. But let's do practical for this. Did you ever thought about how much data or how much apps you have or how much resources you have in your Windows operating system? Or how you will check? Anyone, please start. Let's start. How many security applications are there? Or how many assets are there, tangible and intangible, in your Windows operating system? This is my question. Explain.
So first is firewall.
Okay. Next.
We have anti-malware technique.
Very good.
And anti-virus.
Perfect. Very good.
Then
Yes. Go ahead. There are many things.
we can do security. No.
VPN. अच्छा चलो इस पे बात अलग से करेंगे. इसको थोड़ा अलग रखो. मैंने इसमें तो PhD करवा दी अपने स्कॉलर की. इसको मैं एक अलग से प्रेजेंट करूंगा. नेक्स्ट प्लीज. यस. विंडोज सिक्योरिटी मैनेजर्स. ओके. और बोलिए. परफेक्ट. डिफेंडर में ही फायरवॉल एम्बेडेड है. परफेक्ट. एनीथिंग एल्स? Anything else? Quickly. बस विंडोज में यही है. और क्या सॉफ्टवेयर्स कौन से? चलो सॉफ्टवेयर्स बताओ. परफेक्ट. उसी में प्रोसेस आ जाएंगे, है ना? टास्क मैनेजमेंट, नेटवर्क प्रोसेस एंड योर एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस, बैकडोर, फ्रंट एंड, है ना? इवेंट डिसेबल्ड, इनेबल्ड, वो सब लिस्ट भी आ जाती है. ग्रेट. और क्या क्या निकाल सकते हो विंडोज से? क्विकली वी हैव टू रिट्रीव लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स फ्रॉम विंडोज. Load activities. Okay. Load is again kind of a process, memory load sort of. Perfect. Okay. Or यूजर मैनेजमेंट, वंडरफुल, ये पॉइंट सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट था. ग्रुप्स एंड यूजर्स, है ना, ग्रुप्स एंड यूजर्स. और कभी निकाला है, ऐसा सोचा है? We have to do it. We have to do it. And now, to do all such tasks, how much time you will take? If I'll give you one machine, go and audit. We have to, we have quite a suspicious system, and we have to audit. We have to do BAPT on this machine. So first, this is what we have discussed. How you will retrieve all these things? Some third-party tools and all. Perfect. Obviously. और manually अगर निकालना हो तो कर सकते हैं. And how much time do you feel it will take? And why? Means निकालने के बाद भी क्या करोगे और कैसे workout करोगे? So let us do some small practical. Shall I show you? The best part is it will give you the complete details of your system in fraction of seconds, not minutes.